And we're back.
We're live.
Live after... How long did you say we were
Maybe an hour of shopping.
Probably like 3 months.
Hour shopping and the
I
rest
mean,
just...
in-game or out-of-game? Out-of-game, it was like an hour.
I would assume in-game it was about an hour as well.
Maybe a few because we were all over the place, I thought.
In this 1 to 2 hours, you spend the rest of your hours resting, and you guys are going to head out now?
Yep.
I suppose we should tell them what we got.
By the way, during the break, I basically told a heroics, made our story of how we tried to save the town a little bit more heroic and not as cowardly as it really turned out. And the kids got a kick out of it.
One of the kids asked, like, "Did you save that family too?"
That dastard Cyanraf killed them before we could try. He didn't even give us a chance.
I mean, we saved all the other families.
Yeah, we saved most of the families.
Yeah.
What do you want from us?
We saved many families on this day, and many more died.
Yeah.
And many more will die unless we go succeed in our plans.
Yes.
Why do you sound like the crowd?
Let's go, guys.
So, me, Vladimir, and...
Listen, man, I'm trying.
What's his name again?
And Shido acquired wagon and a couple of donkeys to pull it. May have also picked up a couple chickens. We actually did pay for those.
You see chickens clucking in the cart and whatnot.
Yes, 3 of them. Definitely not a 4th inside of my bag.
I quickly run up to my favorite one. Your name will be Naomi. There you go.
I also have an owl that I definitely didn't summon through arcane means. It looks really, it looks extremely sleek.
What kind of owl?
Well, currently, it actually, it doesn't look natural. It's not.
Is it a
natural
grass
owl.
ghost type?
No, but close. No.
The barn owl.
It's pretty large. It looks silver, like a metallic silver color. And it's a fairly large owl. From far away, it looks pretty normal, but when you get really close to it, you notice that its feathers are lined up almost perfectly without a single ruffle in them.
Interesting.
What a handsome owl. I mean, what a handsome owl.
And I say,
What's its name?
I say, I guess I'm going to call it Zero. His name is Zero.
Oh, God.
Zero.
Yep.
It's an interesting name for an owl. Why Zero?
Hopefully it doesn't.
Well, because today it's 0.
But when it turns 1, will you call it 1?
No, he'll call it Major
Why
Zero.
would I call it 1? That doesn't make any sense.
Alright, before you continue the conversation out of town, you then see in your sights an injured half-elf.
What the fuck is that thing?
A young man walks up to you, limping heavily on a bandaged left leg. I hear that you intend to follow the raiders and see where they've gone. I'd like nothing better to come with you.
Say, hop on.
I would, but in this condition,
I say, you'll get better.
I slow you down.
Say, no, we got a wagon. We won't even notice it.
I don't think we have enough rations.
I'm gonna give me rations.
I really like a bed.
You can lay down next to our
In the midst
chicken.
of tragedy, there's no reason you would have heard about the fate of my master, Lewis and Burdusk.
Who?
He disappeared last night, and after I fought a savage battle against the raiders, a few others and I fought our way to the keep, barely. Lewis didn't make it at all.
Wait, why did you ask us about his fate if you knew he was dead? Oh, wait, Leosin! Now I remember. Did he... Oh, he died?
We went all back this morning to look for him, but all we found was this broken staff and this choker, which he always wore.
I pick them up and say, yeah, I should be able to use these to find them.
You pick them up.
Can I have the
The
choker?
broken staff's
I'll
nothing.
say,
Alright, Tom,
give me a second.
Tom, you look at the broken staff. It's nothing special. The choker is a branded leather neckband with a silver dragon design chased into the leather. The ends are ragged, as if it was roughly torn off.
Okay. I say I need to examine these, and while we're continuing, I'll sit in towards the back of the wagon, and I'd actually like to do my ritual of identify. It lets me know if these things have any magical qualities.
None of them do, or whatever magic there was is lost now.
Okay, so there's no magic on them at all.
No.
Yeah, I say here you go. You can have it.
Yeah.
So the only things remind me of my master. I can give you some information about him if you wish.
That would be very helpful.
Oh, so wait, does he not want us to keep the stuff? He just...
Oh, no. These are mementos of my master. I just need you to get him back alive. You see,
Can we borrow the stuff, though? To use as identification things, like have you seen a guy with this choker?
they tore it off him. I found it on the ground.
I'm saying, did you see a guy before? We don't know if,
He's
yes.
not wearing the choker right now. It's in my hand.
Well, to
No, I
know
know,
what
but
happened to him, of course it was ripped off. I just want to know where he was taken. And maybe some guy
He must
might
have been
know.
taken by the raiders then.
Well,
Let me
maybe
explain
we'll
myself.
learn the direction.
Let me explain myself. Leosin has been investigating these raiders for months. I fear that he might have tried to infiltrate their group when they retreated, or worse, was captured and carried away as a prisoner. No one understands these bandits better than he does, and his knowledge will be invaluable against them. When you find their camp, please look for any sign that Leosin is there. One of my brothers has already departed for Burdas to bring back help, but it will be many days before help arrives. Anything you can do before then would be a godsend.
Have you learned anything of these raiders?
Ah, yes, they call themselves the Cult of the Dragon.
So we already knew that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
They're
thought.
pretty forward with that.
Yeah,
From what
kind
they
of like
seem.
the whole, we're gonna die on behalf of the Cult of the Dragon.
Apparently, they've been having a very active recruiting process.
Do you have any idea where these cultists make their base of operations?
No, but there should be signs of footprints across the trails.
Ooh, a clue.
You see, they have a very active recruiting process. I could explain their rankings to you if you like.
So who's at the top?
Giovanni.
Well, the cult has a very weird membership system. You see, you start as an initiate, apparently, and if you grow in power, you get to pass as a dragon claw. Do not mess with the dragon claws; they're dangerous.
You hear me mumble something under my head, like it looks like I've taken out like a piece of paper and I'm writing down notes, and I mumble, mess with the dragon claw. Well, all right, keep going.
Dragon pulse is better.
Yes, you see, most of them come in different colors, mostly based on the dragon they have chosen. Apparently in the pattern of the chromatic dragons. You're familiar with them, yes?
Yeah, there's a blue one. That's really all I know. It's the only dragon I've ever really seen.
I expertly spew off lore
Roll
about dragons.
history.
Well, can I make this one survival or arcana? Because it'd be part of like my monster hunter
Arcana
training.
would probably.
Arcana.
Okay. So that would be +4 +2. Is that right?
No, 2 is your proficiency bonus.
But then 4. How's that working? I'm sorry, I
What's
was
your roll?
playing this one.
What's your intelligence? 10.
0.
It would only be a 2.
So,
So,
7.
Alright.
Yeah.
I like dragons.
I'll just say off like this. It's basically baby's first lesson that you learn the colors of dragons.
Exactly.
Of black, there's black. Again, black, blue, green, red, and white. And you can learn more about them at your local wizard. I don't. I really like a bed, but.
Wait, what? Why is it? Why is it?
That's your proficiency bonus. It's just your proficiency bonus.
But that's a plus 2.
Okay,
yeah, that is
anyway,
the +2.
Yeah, but then if I-
You
Alright,
don't have any
continues.
intelligence
Continues.
bonus.
The ranks get higher from
So
Dragon
0
Claw,
plus 2
Dragon
is
Wing, Dragon
That's why we
Fang,
put a 2 there.
Dragon
But I'm
Soul,
confused, 'cause
and the
if I
Worm
roll- if I did
Speaker.
acrobatics.
So the worm
That's your
speaker's on
dex.
top.
The Worm Speaker,
Yeah.
there's 5 of them,
2 plus
each
2
representing
is
a
4.
colored dragon.
So what
Oh, I
do
see, I
you
have
do?
the
You
0. Okay.
do we know the identity of any of these people?
Sadly, we do not. We're trying to get close to them. Hopefully, if you find Leosin, he may tell you more. Hopefully not in their camps.
All right. So Leosin can help me hurt them easier. Got it.
He may pull out more info. But I must be off. I really need to speak to the governor about this.
I purposely forget to give him back the choker.
No, keep it.
I mean, I wasn't going to give it back, but okay.
You can at least give... He might recognize it. Help you recognize it.
Yeah, maybe
If
fix
his.
it. Awesome. Cool.
Alright.
You know what they say, if the glove fits, don't quit.
Now, as much as I love to plot dump you, I must go. He waddles along with a pool of blood right behind, like a trail of blood right behind him.
See you,
Sir,
disciple
you're
guy.
spilling your wine.
My name's Nassim.
Nice to meet you, Nassim. Well, that's over. Let's go. Come on. Let's do this. I'm ready.
To adventure.
To adventure. Come on. I need a plot. I'm gonna You guys are gonna be some awesome main characters for my story.
Ooh, is this a hex bait? I'm triggered at Civ.
Do you have a story?
A hex bait. Well, no, you guys are the story. If I live through this entire thing, I'm making a book and I'm gonna make millions.
Alright, as
I
you
say, don't call me by my name. Give me a different name. Describe me differently. I'm an old man. An old woman.
Gotcha.
I'm nothing more than the shadow.
Alright, as you heard,
Oh, sweetie.
as you
That's
heard, the trail leads southeast.
Southeast. Where are we exactly?
You are
Where the
where?
party wagon is.
Yeah,
So
the
it's like
party
over this
wagon.
direction?
Yes. Alright, you move along. And
Party
Should we be
wagon.
rolling perception for...
Perception? What is perception?
Perception.
Yeah.
yeah.
Perception +1.
Real
Well,
quick,
tracking is survival, actually.
give me
yeah.
all of you. Give me perceptions, wisdom, perception checks.
Perceptionism?
Is this something my owl could help with, I'm assuming? Flying around, scouting out ahead?
You're familiar with?
He has perception.
Yes. I would say you get advantage with
I got
that
a
since you're using an owl.
16.
Well, like, my owl gets a separate perception roll from me.
Okay.
20 altogether.
What do you get, Anthony?
I got a 16 altogether.
15.
An
All right.
unnatural 20.
I got 13.
A disgrace
my
against
owl got 12.
The more physically abled of you, managed to track the tracks a bit better than the warlock, but
I wasn't looking.
you didn't fail. It's more of like they were just like, hey, look at that, and you're just like,
I don't care.
you don't care.
Look, fun. The
Look,
tracks
look.
go this way.
As long as there's no giant boars running towards us, I'm fine.
But there are giants.
You see, as you're going down the
I don't
road,
see them.
basically you see some beast footprints, but they kind of basically went into the march. So you don't have to really
worry about animals, but they look like they were scared off by supposedly something large, which you can tell by some of the footprints.
So like this is like separate from the armies marching footprints.
Yeah. They sort of like, though, when you're looking at them, they sort of jumble. You do notice that they jumble, so...
I mean, like, we're still following the army's tracks.
Yes.
So that we're still
Yeah.
able to keep track of those.
I'm presuming that the army scared off most of the wildlife. Alright. And as you're heading down, basically, as you're traveling more south, about 12 miles you get up to, you pace the green hills from greenness start to turn into rocky plateaus. Where steep-sided rocky... they basically replace the hills. The land between the plateaus is largely flat, broken by outcroppings and wandering streams of steep-sided gullies. The plateaus are about like 50 to 100 feet above their surroundings, and are difficult to climb, except where rocks fall and everyone dies.
One of the characters.
Did we just die and I wasn't paying attention? No. They would seem like they would be good but they do seem to make naturally forming ramps. Now. Alright. And as you get...
So we don't really have any major issues getting the wagon up and down these ramps?
Yes, until... Hold on, let me go back and get you... it's a little rocky for the carriage, but you managed to do just fine. What are we pulling our carriage with?
Donkeys.
Donkeys?
Donkeys.
You couldn't pay more and get mules.
So they didn't have any.
No, they're fine.
Also, I didn't pay for them.
Beep beep war cards.
Until you basically get up to here. And all of you roll perception. Well.
I rolled natural 20.
I rolled natural 1.
Oh, thank God, because I rolled 7 altogether.
12.
And my owl got 13.
You notice right away, and you're basically telling everyone to shh. And your character starts to fumble a bit, but he follows the group.
Okay.
Well, we're all in the carriage.
Yeah, right.
Like, you sort of trip in the carriage.
I guess the
like,
wagon.
Like, park, like, whoa!
Who's driving?
It's my carriage.
Oh.
I should really put his character in front. And from what you see below...
Oh, so we're like above, and then this is...
Okay.
And then it kind of slopes downwards, and there's a camp.
Yes. You see around 12 figures just setting camp down here. And it looks like... And some of them seem to have purple outfits placed on the side, and they're just in like regular robes, just like stretching, having some soup and leftover rations. Oh, and that happens.
See, there you go. Fumbled around.
So, looking at it, do these guys look like they're armed, or are they just?
They don't look armed yet. And since you have a nat 20, you can see that they're unarmed, but they also look sort of combat ready.
Alright, so they're wearing armor and all that stuff?
More like they were combat ready. It's just like they're relaxing now.
Okay, so but they're not currently actually wearing their armor, and they don't currently have their weapons on them?
Yes.
Oh. Guys, we can get the drop on these guys.
And I will say this, you could approach them, though you would have to be stealthy about it.
Yeah.
We could run in like idiots. I mean, that's always an option.
I'd like to roll perception to see more about the camp, or spend some time observing.
Yeah, I'd like to actually send my owl to just do like a quick fly around near the outskirts of the camp, and I can actually
you see what your owl see?
Yes, if
Alright.
I can turn off my vision to see through the owl.
All right.
Oh, like Brown.
What?
Yeah, it's like a ward.
Like a ward.
And you could also help your ally get advantage on stealthing as well.
Well, first let's find out. I want to find out where they're keeping all of their supplies.
All right.
So now we'll get to roll. All right, so it was a total of 20.
All right. Let me set up your owl real quick.
He's just gonna do like a quick loop around.
At least give him a
outskirts.
token.
Yeah, you're not gonna.
You should literally give him Harry Potter's owl. No, you
What
should
is
give him
this
Rowlet.
owl's name?
Rowlet.
His current name is 0, but depending on the day, his name will change. Depending on which patron is
He
the
turns into
strongest.
0 and he turns into Null.
Oh, and he'll be controlled by all players.
Tom Null.
All right, your owl flies down, and you want to scroll down for this.
Okay, I'm seeing it.
All right, and he perches himself right on top. Do you want him to keep flying or perch somewhere?
Can I see basically the entire camp, or just where they're keeping all their supplies?
You
doing-
can see the entire camp.
Okay. So with my roll of like total of 20, not natural 20, do I see where they're keeping all their weapons and supplies?
Yes. You see they keep their weapons right on this rock down here.
Okay. So I, sitting back in the carriage, have like my eyes roll back in my head, and I tell you guys, hey, on the other side of the camp, they've got all of their weapons and armor. So if we can get to that side, we can keep them from being able to pick them off pretty easily.
And since you did roll a 20, I'll allow you to hear this conversation.
Oh, okay. What do I hear?
Basically you hear the cultist talking to the kobolds like, man, our group got the least amount of loot there. And if it wasn't for you guys, he points at the kobolds that you can see below,
Uh-huh.
and they're just looking like, like just carving potatoes.
Mm-hmm.
And now you just gotta keep carving potatoes for us.
Guys, we have to liberate the proletariat.
So yeah, I do.
And one of the kobolds basically shout out but we work hard. Why do you get good tent? We are sons of dragons. Yeah, no, you're little pieces of shit, and no one wants you.
Not even the dragons.
One of them says.
Yeah, I basically I reiterate this this conversation to you guys, and I say, you guys.
And they start laughing
That's not
and just
mess
go
with
back into the tent.
Fuck
I
yeah!
think we can create a scenario of infighting to our advantage.
All right, so they go inside their tent, and what the kobolds are still out there peeling things and such.
Yeah. As they were about to go inside the tent, one of them was about to jump out, and one of them pulls him back like, "No, he's not worth it." But we outnumbered them.
All right.
How are we going to create this situation?
So, no matter what, we should probably try and position ourselves
Closer.
as as a backup plan of no matter what, someone probably either you, cat person, or you, I guess your dude, should hide behind their weapons so that way if things go south,
Yeah,
you can step out in front.
because I have I'll do it.
Needstand volunteers to sneak up to the weapons, douse them in oil, and light them on fire.
That is a good idea, but we could loot that for later, which is why. Actually, it's probably better than my idea.
All right, I'll tell you this right now. The time is around basically around sunset.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we have the cover of darkness.
Not quite yet,
Oh,
but
not quite yet.
there are shadows.
But
Ms. Dunn would also like to reiterate that our job is only reconnaissance. Not a huge fan of doing more work than I have to.
Well, remember, this is obviously not the main camp. So theoretically, all we got to do is kill all of them except for one, and then have him bring us to the main camp.
Yeah. If we get one cultist alive, we can,
I mean, theoretically, once all we have to do is wait for the cultists to go to sleep, you sneak into their tent and slit all their throats.
I was thinking of actually cutting the ropes for the tent, have the tent collapse, and then use, all of them, being like, I'm covered with a big blanket to just, gut them. Sort of, Hamlet style.
Yeah, but then I actually have to do stuff. I think him just sneaking in there and slitting all their throats is probably
all right. I will give you one of my bardic inspirations. So I tell you, look, man, it's kind of dangerous. We need you.
Is this a story?
I have a story for you. One time, when I was still a slave boy.
I crawl up onto your lap.
Okay, I wasn't expecting to get this close, but I begin to pet you. Sort of right behind the ear, just sort of scratch it. And I tell you the story.
I lay my head on your thigh.
I tell the story about how when I was a slave,
I doze off.
I used to steal shit all the time from this guy. Little trinkets, stuff like that. And when he finally caught me, I blamed it on one of his guards and managed to deceive him using my cunning and charm, mostly my charm, because look at me, I'm adorable. And that guy got executed and I managed to live on. And you're twice as more cunning than I am, probably twice as more stealthy than I am. So you can do this, buddy. I believe in you.
You literally have 2 more agility.
Truly a story of powerful use of deception. Thank you.
You give him an inspiration, nice.
Yay! Roll. You gotta do your stealth.
Rolling stealth to sneak up sneakily.
I'm assuming though we wait until we're pretty sure that they're asleep, right?
I mean, there's gonna be a night watch.
Well, yeah, but if it's the kobolds,
The kobolds are
It's
keeping
just-
watch.
Yeah, it's gonna be the kobolds.
the key is him getting into the tent while everyone in the tent is asleep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he's getting into the tent or the weapons?
The tent. You're going for the weapons.
Okay.
So this is what you're going to sneak into the tent, slit their throats. You're going to go to the weapons in case it goes bad. You're going to get ready to charge in when everything goes to the south. And I'm going to go sit in this right over here and start firing magic at them if
You
things go
think I
bad.
should put poison on my blade now?
Yeah, do it.
I mean,
Poison?
if it only takes one action, you could do it just before you start fighting to make sure.
Well, how long is it last?
But like, if something goes wrong, though, we're not going to know when it's going to go wrong.
Sure.
Yeah.
I would put the poison on now. No matter what, we're still going to need to mow through some live kobolds. You will be able to use it.
Okay.
All right.
I apply
And then,
poison. I take my sword out of its sheath. I pour 1 vial of the vicious serpent venom onto the blade. I caress my blade with the oil.
And then,
I even lick a little bit of it. It's very potent.
You take 36.
you die.
Do you want to lick the poison? Because you realize it would be very dangerous. Knowing.
All right.
Austin,
Before we start this, real quick, what do you say here?
Well, I tell Ishido to watch the donkeys, make sure they don't run away, and keep the chickens in line. And I tell Vladimir to go with him and move in if anything goes bad. And then I kind of move off to the side and kind of stealth my way in as well. Or just like nearby, but within line of sight, so that way I can start sniping.
Okay, so right here.
Real quick, Austin, I think we should do a break right now, and then we'll continue this encounter.
Are you going to edit this out?
Continue the next part. Probably not.
Alright, we were actually going to hit the 30-minute mark.
Alright, sweet.